Okay, so this is the model 6029 load tester from Associated Equipment. This is going to be a battery and alternator tester. This is going to be generally safe for most of your lead acid, your AGM, your gel batteries. You can also do, like I said, alternator testing with this as well. You're going to pay attention to these green marks. If you're running an alternator test, anything within this 14 volt range is going to be deemed okay. Anything in the red this way, you're overcharging. Anything less, you're not charging enough. When you're testing a battery and you want the battery to be sitting for a minute, you don't necessarily want to test it right after the vehicle's been running, because there's going to be a surface charge on that battery and it's not really going to give you an accurate reading. Now, you can use these testers to actually take that surface charge off and run it for about 15 seconds, and that will get rid of that surface charge. Let it sit for a few minutes and then test it again, and then it'll give you a more accurate reading as to where you stand with your battery. So this battery that we've got here is 450 CCA battery. So if this battery, and I know it's old and it's tired, but if it was going to test good on this tester, you're going to press this load button down for about 15 seconds. And when you do that, what's going to happen is it's going to actually put 125 amp load on this battery, and that's going to actually draw the battery down. We'll be able to see that battery voltage drop. So I'm going to go ahead and connect this up here. Please pay attention to your polarity, positive to positive, negative to negative. And now we're registering voltage there. Matches about right there on the same with the meter. So I'm going to go ahead and press this down for about 15 seconds. And notice for a 450 CCA battery, we're down right at about the 10 volt mark. And we're actually less than 10, 9.93. We actually want to see this voltage be at about 10.5 to consider that a good battery. So now that this is done, it's going back to barely over 12 volts. It's going to go up just a bit. But again, this battery is really old, tired, so this is going to be a failure on the test. We're not even back up to barely at 12 volts, so yeah, this battery is no good. So if this battery was good, we would see that green barely move down just a bit to right above the 500 mark, not significantly below it. So that is using this tester in a nutshell. This is for 6 volt and 12 volt. Basically, for a 6 volt battery, you're just going to focus on this left portion of the screen instead of the right portion. And if you're going to do an alternator test again, you're going to be focusing more towards that side. All right, that's the 6029 tester.